KCAA Loma Linda is sponsored by Teamsters Local 1932, protecting the future of working families. Teamsters1932.org.
Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, I walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best.
Welcome back, everyone. Happy Sunday. You are listening to KCAA 1050 AM and Express 106.5 FM, the stations that leave no listener behind. Sam is going to come in a little bit later, so tonight I'm going to be your host, Kyle Kerrigan, and tonight we have a co-host, Rob. Rob, you there? Hey, Rob, you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Awesome. So tonight our co-host is going to be my brother, and our special guest today, you've seen him before, he's performed here before, is James. James is back. So before we get into it, I'm going to kick off our sponsor, snjradio.com. No negative news, no politics, just feel good music. And if you guys are listening in and want to comment or ask James any questions, you can call in at the number 888-909-1050. That is 888-909-1050. All right, James, so what's been going on? What's new?
Got a project. I had to do a lot of things, switch a lot of things around, but it's still on the way. Shot a video, made some merch, got a dog.
There we go. Yeah. Oh, what kind of dog?
It's a Frenchie.
Oh, Frenchie. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. So you performed some songs last time. Is that going to be on this project coming out?
Definitely.
Okay.
I changed, the track list a little bit, but I added some more songs, so.
Okay.
It's going to be pretty crazy.
Gotcha. Yeah. And Rob, I sent Rob some of your songs earlier through Spotify. Rob, did you want to comment on that, on what you thought of the Book of James?
Yes, I actually listened to all 8 songs. It's actually pretty good.
Oh, wow. Appreciate it, man.
Awesome.
How old are you, James?
31.
All right. See, I'm glad to see that young artists are getting back into the rapping storytelling, because for many years now it's been just mumble and talk about ops and all that stuff, but
right. You
are like a storyteller. Like, my favorite rapper is Nas, and I feel like you're a storyteller like Nas is.
Appreciate it. Yeah, man. I'm big on, lyricism and concepts, and like the people that I came up listening to, like Mos Def, Talib, Common, stuff like that, like Jay-Z,
The Black Star album, the Mos Def and Khalid Talib, right. I love that album.
That's an amazing project.
Amazing project.
All right, so we're looking at going from when you were here last to now. Has the mindset changed at all as you're approaching releasing the album, or?
Yeah, I feel like more of a relief now. Like, I got it done. Those long nights, staying up, playing the same beat over and over.
Right.
It's a little. I'm like in the distribution phase.
Yeah.
Trying to get it out, trying to bring attention to it.
Gotcha.
Stuff like that.
And how's the marketing been? Like, you've been, like, what avenues of marketing have you approached to this particular project?
I made merch.
Okay, there we go.
You can go get that at Avenue Skate Shop, right there on Arden by Baker's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, tap in.
For sure. Okay, Arden Skate Shop.
That's in San Bernardino, right?
Yep.
Arden Baker.
It's right there by Sanji, up the street from Sanji.
Okay, yeah.
7-Eleven, Baker's.
Yeah, I know where that's at.
Yeah, Rob actually grew up here.
Okay.
In the
since 1980.
Since 1980, yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
so
man.
he was here for the the 80s 90s underground scene, and we have a brother that worked at Club Metro. You worked at Club Metro too, right?
Yeah, and my mom managed it since 1980. So I grew up around the rap scene since 1980. And when in the 80s, they're playing 70s rap. So I literally grew up from rap, the conception of rap, to what it is now. So I know all the genres, all the eras of rap, and I love it.
Yeah, my older brother, he used to do music back in the day by the name of Poker Face. And that's kind of, well, I didn't, like, do it because of him.
Right.
I didn't even, I just watched him do it, but I wasn't really into it at the time, but he used to do his thing back in the day.
Okay.
And do they still have 991 radio out there?
Yeah, but it's not the same. I remember the Friday night get down where you could sing your
back
song.
In the day, there's a DJ Linwood. That was my mom's best friend.
Okay.
She got him that job at that radio station.
Oh, wow.
I can actually link you up with that guy.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be dope. Yeah,
he was living right there in Minto and Redlands, but he moved up to, I think, Beaumont, Banning area now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything here's kind of changed.
Yeah, I heard that. I've been there in 8 years.
But yeah, no, it's like, I feel like radio now, well, at least some of the mainstream radio, I'm not going to name any names, obviously, but, they're focusing more on mainstream artists rather than, what's hot.
Right,
on the block,
independent, like, 991 back in the day used to focus on independent artists.
Right.
Especially there in Inland Empire.
Like the Bump It or Dump It.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was some good times, man.
Good times.
But yeah, no, everything's mainstream. You got to know somebody to get in.
Right.
You got to
pay somebody to get in.
Yeah, or pay someone to play your song just once.
Just
so,
once.
Times have changed.
It's not just the rap scene. I know. I told my little brother. I also grew up around the rock scene too. My friends are Alien Ant Farm and Papa Roach.
Okay.
And I was friends with them before they actually made it famous, like 3 years prior. So, like, I watched their whole progression, how they built the whole music industry. There's a record label called Spin Records, like a magazine company that tried getting a record label going. They hired a few bands, but that went under. And so, like, I've seen the whole just music industry from rap to Deep House from DJ Linwood to rock and alternative with Papa Roach and Alien Ant Farm. So I've been around music. Like I said, my mom managed a nightclub, one of the biggest ones in Southern California, Club Metro, since 1980 to 2002. I think that's when she quit because she had like some problems with her lungs and the fogs machines were affecting with her lungs, so she had to quit. But I was there for like 20 years, from like the age of 2 till 22.
Oh, right, yeah.
And they had 4 different rooms: one hip hop and rap room, one alternative, like 80s, 90s kind of like
grunge and stuff.
Oingo kind of music.
Oh, okay.
Then they have the Deep House room, high energy room they called it, where DJ Linwood would host every Saturday night, and 901 would be out front with their band, and they'd air it live.
Was that Carlos O'Brien's or the Metro?
That was at Club Metro.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Before my time.
Yeah. Carlos O'Brien's happened a little after that.
Okay, yeah. I heard of both of them, but I know one was way
there's so many
before my
clubs I can mention. There's so many clubs down there.
Yeah, I actually met James through a show. I think it was Clash City Station. No, that's.
I don't think I rocked or nothing. I was just there.
Yeah, no, you were there. I think he showed up with. I forgot who he showed up with, but
probably C.J. Simmons.
Yeah,
he used to bring me around.
Yeah, we had a venue there, and then it closed 2017. And then I thought I saw you perform once. I can't remember where. I think it was
in Colton.
Yes.
Hub.
The Hub, yeah.
Or not the venue. It was called the Hub.
Yeah, that's right. It was a biker bar.
I think that was like my first time ever performing, and it was me and C.J. Simmons, and we performed a song called "I Just Don't Know."
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, so
the Hub. I missed the Hub.
It was different. Good times though.
Yeah. It was cool.
Hey, does the UCR sell the place called the Barn? Back when I was like in my 20s and 30s, they had a place called the Barn at the campus of University of California, Riverside. Do they still have that?
I'm not too familiar with Riverside.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I'll definitely have to look into that.
That's where my mom is from, raised me in Riverside, and James, my dad's from where Kyle's at, San Bernardino, Redlands,
Okay.
Highland, that area. So
Yeah, that's where I'm at now.
I came from two different sides of the IE.
Okay.
So I got two different kind of aspects of that whole thing.
Yeah.
Like I used to hang out in Fontana, Ontario, Marina Valley, Corona, Norco, Riverside, Beaumont, Banning, Redlands, Yucaipa, San Bernardino, Highlands. Like I've really been in every corner,
Yeah.
every corner of Inland Empire I hung out with and I had friends in because of my mom's club.
Oh yeah, I bet. Yeah, no. When we get you down here eventually, we'll take you to some shows. There's always something going on like at least once a month.
Like I'm shooting to surprise our dad in October. I really want to do that.
Yeah, no, that'd be. Oh yeah, for his birthday, that'd be great.
Yeah, I want to really do that.
I'm not throwing a Clash show, but I am assisting with a show with Star Cali. May 11th. So Clash is coming back, and we're gonna start looking for venues, and we're gonna have James on the set list.
What is that?
That's my company that I have, where we throw shows and where we basically we
Like a promoter?
Yeah. So we're promoters. We throw our own shows and we have our own sound equipment, and we run the door.
Cool.
But
I used to do that when I was younger for like house music or like EMD music.
Oh, okay,
The biggest one I did is called the Big Wig Thumper. And it was like a bunny theme thing. It was pretty crazy.
Okay, yeah.
And also the Grape Ape. The Grape Ape. It was they closed down. What's it? Raging Waters in San Dimas. It's one of the water slide parks, and they turned it into like an EDM festival at the water slide park.
I heard about that.
Yeah, it's called. I think it's called the Grape Ape. And that was back in like the 90s. It was crazy.
But James, as like you're approaching, some of your music and some of your, you're in the distribution phase, as you say. Do you have any shows lined up or want to perform at?
I recently got the green light to be able to do open mics.
Okay.
Just to be able to
right on.
Yeah. I don't think I've always had that access, from things prior in the past, you know what I mean?
Right.
So when I went to a show recently at Firewater in Ontario,
yeah,
the Firewater Bar and Grill.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there.
Yeah, Noah said, "Oh, you want to do the open mic?" But I didn't bring my flash drive because I had hit him up, but he didn't respond to me. So I showed up for support.
Right.
To support, show face or whatever, show people that I'm a real person. So
yeah.
So in the future, yeah, definitely. And I'm sure if I kill the open mic, then I'll get put on.
Right. But you always know that when we have shows coming up, you're always invited to perform, and I always thought you were for the culture, and that's the biggest thing too. We need artists who can tell their stories and who are for the culture.
Right.
And Star, I'll put you in touch with Star. She's always looking for artists too.
Yeah, just let me know. I'm down the network.
Yeah, that's but she does shows mainly in LA.
I mean, that's kind of what I want to do though.
Okay.
Because somebody told me, said, stop worrying about your peers liking you,
right.
Or liking your music. Like you gotta build your
Branch
base.
out.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
I was going to mention there, up and down that 10th Freeway, there's so many different places and clubs. And up and there's a place called Godfathers, and I know they do a lot of open mics and stuff, and they let a lot of new talent in. I don't know if it's still there. It's been 8 years since I've been there, but if it's still around, they probably have you.
Oh yeah, I'm down to perform anywhere. I'm not like, I would rather be on a lineup. You know what I mean? So I could let people know to show up or.
Yeah.
You know, but the most important thing about even doing performances is getting it on camera.
Right.
You know, so that's content.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have your own like production guy or camera guy that comes around with you to do your shows?
When I do, but I don't have any shows.
Yeah.
So, trying to get those shows going. But that's the plan, trying to get the footage, trying to put it on Instagram, promo. So people can see I'm the same person that wrote these songs is performing these songs,
Right, exactly.
So,
yeah,
like I said, I heard your last. I heard your last album, Book of James. When's your next project coming out?
I want to say within 3 weeks. It should. First, I'm gonna drop it on Bandcamp, right. And then for like 10 days exclusive. People could pay $5, $10, and they get it early, and then it's gonna hit all platforms.
You're dropping one a year then.
I can do more. I got a lot of stuff in the tuck. I just
I just seen your. I'm looking at your Instagram right now. I just followed you right now.
Okay.
I'm checking you out right now.
Yeah. I got some things coming, man. But like when I'm in the process of making a project, I cook up maybe like 40 songs.
Oh, right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, maybe like, even if it's just a one hook or, and then the hottest ones, I'll just, I'll start like actually writing verses, or during the cook up session, I'll lay a verse with the hook, and then I'll come back,
Oh, okay.
So what area in San Bernardino are you located?
Where I'm from?
Like which area?
Okay, I'm from like the west side of San Bernardino, like Mount Vernon Elementary, Amapola.
Vernon. So you went. So I heard in one of your songs you mentioned Vernon Elementary.
Yeah, I went to Mount Vernon Elementary.
Okay, so I know exactly where you're from then. All right.
Yeah, in that area. But I live in Highland now. I got my own place in Highland. My mom still lives on the west side though.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like you said before, you start with a whole bunch of songs, and then you kind of dwindle it down to
right
from there until you get to.
I did just the best of the best, like
right.
You cutting a cow up.
Okay, gotcha.
The best cuts.
Yeah, you start with 40 though. You got a good cow to cut up though. That's
right.
a lot of songs to cut up.
Yeah, just the ones that I even send them off to my nephew to listen to, and they'll be like, "Oh man, yeah, you got to do a video for this one," or
okay.
get that other ear that isn't an artist.
Right.
So.
How old's your nephew?
He's like what, 23?
So he's a little younger.
Right, because I'm the youngest, so like most of my nephews are like my little brothers. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that's around my niece's age are around 23, 24, 25. My nephew's like 15, 16. So like they all have different ears for music. So
right.
I like to get their idea on different music and stuff. And
right.
Hey, that's smart.
Music's it shouldn't be stuck to it should be open to all ages. You know,
right.
like my mom, growing up around a nightclub, she taught me one good thing about music. Like when you feel it,
it's
you
undeniable.
Feel it. Like
yeah.
no matter what genre it is, what style it is, what beat it is, if you move to it, you like it.
Right.
If it makes you emotional, you feel it, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. No. And like. Because we had different moms, Rob and I.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
When I was little, growing up in the 2000s, my mom actually got us into rap.
Okay.
I remember she brought home a CD, and it was Eminem, the LP.
Okay, Slim Shady or the Marshall Mathers LP.
Yeah, so it was a Marshall Mathers LP. It was the first rap album I've ever listened to.
Is that the one when he was on the bridge?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was sick, yeah.
Yeah, so she had that one, and then she got Encore and all that. And then she brought home, I'll never forget, because at the time she just turned 51.
Okay.
And she said, I was at the salon, and one of the salon lady's sons gave me this album, Chameleonaire.
Was that They See Me Rolling?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we were bumping that. She's 51. I was like 10.
It's had some slaps on there.
Yeah. So, it's interesting, having like,
an open ear.
Yeah, an open ear. where everyone else her generation likes to stick to one genre or maybe another genre. She was always open to all the music.
And I think I figured out the formula for trying to, develop the best rapper.
Okay.
Like let's say you have a kid, you
Right.
gotta introduce them to different genres.
Mm.
Because like me, I was listening to different things. Like I used to skateboard, so my friends would show me like Hendrix or The Doors, different things like that.
Right.
You know a good song regardless if it's rock and roll or something different. And same with like people like Cam Archer. Like he listens to dude likes Incubus and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, so I think that kind of sets you apart.
Right.
Than somebody that didn't listen to different things.
But yeah, no, one of my favorite bands went on Instagram. Shout out to Offspring. But even they were like, hey, it's the 30th anniversary of Illmatic, and they were talking about it. Offspring. It's like
they can appreciate it.
Yeah, so how they appreciate like around the same time when they dropped their albums, Nas dropped his, and then they would talk back and forth with him on the creative differences that they had.
Right.
And I just think it's great how artists and bands can do that. And that's one thing that I always did with Clash City Station or local band showcases. We had rappers and then we had rock bands.
Right.
And usually it's one after the other.
Okay.
So it's...
So it makes a crowd.
Yeah, so it makes the crowd, and you know who's bringing who.
Right.
Usually, so
it's not hard to tell.
Right. And so I think that's the biggest thing. But who were some of your influences, like
in music?
Yeah, in music.
50.
50, okay.
Outkast, Luda.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, I think we got another caller.
Oh, really? Call on in.
How are we going to do this?
Hold on. Is he on the show? Thank you for calling KCAA. This is Kyle.
Hey, Kyle, who's your guest tonight?
Our guest tonight is James.
James. Hey, I heard he has some new music out. Did you guys play it yet?
No.
I don't have anything loaded up for you guys tonight. You just gotta believe. You gotta ask Kyle. He heard some exclusive things that not too many ears have heard.
Nice. When are you gonna put out your music?
I want to say within the next 3 weeks. You guys should have something.
Okay. When was the last time you put out your last music?
It's been a while now. It's been like 8-9 months ago.
Oh yeah, okay.
I should be after I drop this project. I'm gonna start doing singles. That seems like the way.
Right.
Okay. So you've been doing a lot of collabs then.
I've done a collab recently.
Okay. Anyone special? Anyone who you wanted to collab with, or what?
Yeah, when I was starting off, I used to see this guy. I used to just sit back and watch. And then I got to finally work with him, and we made something pretty dope.
That's cool. Now, I know there's people that you want to collab with, but is there people out there that want to collab with you?
I believe so. I have I have some songs that people sent me. I just haven't. Well, I've written a verse to it already. I just haven't laid it. There's a lot of people I want to work with, And shout out to Jake Asai. I asked him to work with me. He was too busy, so we'll see what happens in the future.
Yeah, he is a busy guy, but hey, you put out something fire, he's like, man, I wish I worked with him.
Yeah, but you can't keep knocking on a door that won't answer, or won't open.
Dude.
I mean,
You put them out there, and the other doors will be open, though.
Yeah, but it's like that girl that you used to want in the day, and when she finally gives you the chance, you're kind of like,
you don't even want it anymore.
I don't really, it's kind of like that. So it's always a respect, though. We already got a song called the name of this? We got a couple songs on a Curtis King beat that I had on my previous project. You can find it on
Booker James.
No, it's called Bills Due.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's on SoundCloud.
I haven't heard that yet.
Yeah, man, you got that. SoundCloud is where it started at, the seed. You know, where you can see it sprout.
I don't have
you know?
SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Right.
SoundCloud's free, man. You got it.
Do you still use
Finally get it,
SoundCloud to upload your music?
You said what?
Do you still use SoundCloud to upload your music?
I sure don't. When they start paying, you know, we can do some things. But that's where I used to just like if it's a beat that I don't own and there's no way I can own it, then I would drop it. Like if it's like on a Tupac beat or whatever beat it is, you know. So like off YouTube, like I would drop it on there. But I've been going by the book more or less now, like buying the beats, trying not to get in trouble.
Right.
Stuff like that.
Where do you buy your beats from?
Beatstars.com.
Are they expensive? How much are these beats?
Like $25 a beat. We're gonna break it
$25
down.
a beat?
You buy beats? You don't make them yourself?
I've made beats, yeah, but it's like when you want to get something done real quick, it takes a lot,
I was a drummer and I got arthritis and I got a lot of illnesses. Can't do drumming no more. But with the new technology, with just pushing a button, I'm thinking about making beats for people.
Yeah, that'll be great, man.
Yeah,
'cause,
that'd be cool.
Depending on what program you're using or whatever instrument, it's like a beat machine.
Fruit Loops is the shit I used to use.
Okay.
I'm sorry, the stuff I used to use back in the day.
Okay, yeah, they have this thing called Machine. I think it's called
Machine?
Yeah, it's like
It's new.
Machine. Yeah, something like that, right? So it's pretty amazing what people are doing with it. It's like you got everything on one board.
I'll check it out because I got so many beats in my head, being in the drum line for so many years and just not being able to do it, and then hearing all this stuff for the past 10 years afterwards. I'm like, oh, I got so many beats in my head that I could probably put down, but I just don't know how to do it.
Yeah, just get a little controller. Get the program, get the controller, so you can do your thing, man. It never leaves you.
Yeah.
And you could sell those to people?
Yeah, you can put it on BeatStars, and if whoever feels it, they gotta buy it.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yep, but like I was saying, let's say you got 10 tracks on a project, and every beat costs $25.
Right.
That's like $200, maybe $300.
Right.
That's just the beat. You know what I mean? Plus you got if you're paying for mixing and mastering, it gets expensive.
Right.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I kind of learned how to mix myself. Even though I ain't the greatest, but I'm still progressing towards that.
Right.
Sometimes I wish I could just be the artist.
Okay, so 2 questions for that actually. Does let's say you put your beats on there, in order to get paid, someone has to buy your beat.
Right. They may do streams, just people listening to them. I don't know how that works. I'm pretty sure they have something because the versions of the beats is you can download it. You can download it for free, but it has a tag on it. But if you buy it, the tag is gone. So it'll say BeatStars.com.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
It'll say something on it like that. So
yeah.
Yeah, man, you gotta pay. You gotta pay nowadays, man, for what you want.
And once someone buys your beat, no one else can use that beat, right?
No, I'm pretty sure other people can buy it.
Okay, so you can put a beat on for $25, and multiple people can pay $25 for that beat.
Yes.
Correct. Yeah.
Guys, what are we doing? That's what we should be doing that, y'all.
It's crazy. There's places where you can buy the exclusive rights. Where you own the beat and nobody else can use it.
It's a pretty good way to make passive income, but
right.
It's a lot of work.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, it's a lot of dedication, a lot of hours you got to put into it. And then you got to mix and master it.
Yeah, you
afterwards, and that's a lot of hours too.
It's something, man.
And
plus, you're trying to mix and master your vocals too. It's
sometimes it's like hundreds of hours, and then you finally have a good product, and that's just one song.
Oh, yeah, just one. And that's just $20.
That's just one song, $20.
Let's say if you made a beat and you put it on there, and like someone bought it, right? Do they have like your information to reach out to you?
They can send you a message through the platform, I'm sure.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Just like, you know, if you really like someone's beat and you wanted to work with them specifically because you like their style or you like,
they got their Instagram, everything I think on there too. I'm not sure.
That's pretty cool. Have you heard beats that were on there that were kind of like better than what you have in your head? Like, have you found like the perfect beat that you wanted?
Yeah, sometimes like it's crazy because like random beats will play in between the beat. Like, let's say you play a beat that you like pick to play. Like, after that beat goes off, a random beat will play. And like sometimes it'll go off and you'll never hear it again. Like, you know what I mean? Right. But if you didn't click, yeah, I've heard some crazy stuff to where I get to writing in my head or like get to like, oh, okay. And then I didn't click on it, so I don't know who it was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's a net, you know, it's pretty crazy.
If you had like, if I can say, hey, what's your secret when it comes to making your music? What would that secret be? Like, what's your secret sauce?
My secret, hard on myself. I'm particular about like, you know, the music that I'm putting out. You know, I'll be like, oh, that was trash. I'll play it back. I'll play it back. I'm like, oh, that's trash. Like, I'll scrap. I don't have a problem like rewriting a verse. You know, if I feel like it wasn't up to par.
You know what I find interesting is that Post Malone doesn't even like his own voice.
Because that's probably because the engineer makes Post Malone.
Yeah.
His regular voice probably isn't so posty.
Yeah.
You know? So.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Well, we're about to take a 5-minute break here, and when we come back, we're gonna chop it up with James and Rob. Rob, are you still gonna be on the line? Hello?
Your brother's gone.
Oh, okay.
Sorry to break it to you.
Okay, no worries. But
he had something to do.
Yeah, in a second here, we'll be taking a 5-minute break. But until then, you know, you said that some of your influences are 50.
Yeah, 50.
Have you met any of them?
No, I've met I think Ab-Soul back in the day.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, but we didn't really get to chop it up or nothing. It was just like it was at the stadium.
Oh, okay.
He shot a video at the Stampede Stadium not too long ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so
like his video's called Get Out GOMF, Get Out My Face.
Yeah.
That was at the Stampede Stadium.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
If you go watch the video, I'm in the crowd.
Okay.
So I caught him going to the bathroom.
All right, but we'll be back for a 5-minute intermission. Thank you for listening to KCAA, whatever works.
Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Yeah, hey, every day can be a better day despite the challenge. All you gotta do is leave it.
From the Bureau of Economic Geology, this is Earth Date. 99.9% of all known species that have ever existed on Earth are gone, extinct. Most of them disappeared in 5 great extinction events. The first 2 happened several hundred million years ago. One was caused by a major ice age, the other by falling oxygen levels in the world's oceans. The next big extinction, 250 million years ago, is called the Great Dying, because 96% of living species were wiped out. This one, and the one that followed at 200 million years, seem to have been triggered by a hotter climate. There are many theories about what caused them, including meteorites, major lava flows, and other climate events, probably some of each. One thing is consistent: dying species left empty environmental niches, which surviving species could then evolve to fill. In this way, those 2 extinctions allowed dinosaurs to dominate the Earth. Their rule lasted 200 million years, until volcanic activity started their decline. Then, around 65 million years ago, an asteroid famously hit Earth, Ash darkened the skies and plunged the Earth into global winter, triggering the last great extinction. Dinosaurs died off, and small animals with warm blood had a huge advantage. This gave rise to the age of mammals, and some of them, millions of years later, became you and me. In this way, each extinction made it possible for new and often more advanced life forms to replace the old ones. Without that asteroid, we wouldn't be here. I'm Scott Tinker, and this has been Earth Date.
Earth Date is produced by the Bureau of Economic Geology at the University of Texas at Austin. Earth Date is researched by Julie Hennings, written by Harry Lynch, and distributed by Mark Blunt and Casey Walker. For more stories, follow us on Facebook or visit earthdate.org.
Hey Southern California, you know what's going on. It's my new hit show, The Scene with Doreen, and I'm your host, Doreen Taylor. Join me every week as I chat with my celebrity friends from TV, movies, music, theater, sports, and everything in between. We explore the lives and careers of some of the entertainment industry's biggest names, with some fun surprises too. Tune in to The Scene with Doreen Tuesdays at 7 a.m. on KCAA Radio, 1050 a.m.
In these trying times, many people are depressed and lost because the future of our society is up in the air. If you're turning to substance abuse because you're feeling there is no hope, we have a way for you to see the light. SAD, or Stop Abusing Drugs, is a nonprofit organization that will help you at no cost to you stop abusing drugs. Founded by Tony Navarchi, SAD will refer you to the top detox doctors in your area. SAD will pay every and any cost for you, including doctor visits, counseling, and medications. If you need help, SAD is there for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you or a loved one needs help, or if you have a suggestion or idea for Tony, you can reach out to him by calling 844-493-3386. That's 844-493-3386. Or email Tony at tony@saddetox.com. That's Tony at saddetox.com.
And now, the voices of KCAA with an exciting announcement.
Want to hear NBC News or KCAA anywhere you go? Well, now there's an app for that.
KCAA is celebrating 25 years and our silver anniversary with a brand new app.
The new KCAA app is now available on your smart device, cell phone, in your car, or any place.
Just search KCAA on Google Play or in the Apple Store.
One touch and you can listen on your car radio, Bluetooth device, Android Auto, or Apple CarPlay.
Catch the KCAA buzz in your earbuds or on the streets, celebrating 25 years of talk, news, and excellence with our new KCAA app.
Just do it and download it.
KCAA, celebrating 25 years.
KCAA.
Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, I walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Yeah, hey, every day can be a better day despite the challenge. All you gotta do is leave it
Express 106.5 FM. The stations that leave no listener behind. I'm your host tonight, Kyle Kerrigan, and our co-host tonight is Rob. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
We got Rob in the house, and then tonight we're interviewing James. He's back.
I'm back.
If you missed it just before the half, James here was chopping it up with us, talking about his project coming out, some of his influences. So we have about 20 minutes left, so we're probably going to talk a little bit about the future here.
Oh.
You know.
Nice.
So a few weeks from now, you're going to drop your project, which is called what again?
Rebirth Volume 1.
Rebirth Volume 1. So let's put you in the mindset here. Meditation exercise. You drop it. What's next?
Promo.
Promo.
Shooting more visuals off of it. Trying to do some more shows, getting it out there, networking, trying to build.
Okay, there we go.
Maybe make some more merch.
More merch.
Cook up some designs, you know.
Yeah, merch is a great way to get your, some of that capital back.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
And if it's good, the people will come. You know.
How do we find your merch again?
I got some shirts at Avenue Skate Shop on Arden.
Okay.
Yeah, they're in there. I got various.
You don't do it online yet, though.
If you hit me, if you send me a message, I'll send it to you. You know. So.
Oh, okay.
I don't got a website yet or anything like that.
All right.
But yeah, no, merch is a great way. One person I learned that does merch really good is Noah.
Oh yeah, man.
His
branding is great.
His marketing when it comes to music and merch is like out of this world.
Yeah, he goes crazy. It's not just him though.
It's not just him.
It's Lisa.
Yeah, Lisa's the mastermind too.
She's the one that makes it go, too. He's the artist, but I'm sure they come together and
right, yeah. But yeah, no, so we got some more merch coming and then maybe some singles in the future.
So I can get it to people quicker,
Right,
you don't have to wait. I got a lot of songs I could just, put out, but to make a project, it kind of takes some time.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, to make something good.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, kind of sit with the music before you give it to people.
Right, okay. Yeah, no, just kind of, what's the word, digest?
Right.
What you got? Yeah. Just let it cook and go from there. But, no, I'm really excited for the project. James sent me a few songs on the project I got to listen to.
Like the majority of the project he has on his phone. So.
It's amazing, just transitioning from the mindset from Book to James to Rebirth. What made you want to do this particular project?
I felt like I've grown. I wasn't clashing like Clash City.
Yeah,
that's all it was for me.
Yeah.
I didn't have a problem, and I didn't mind stepping on people.
Right.
Like a bit with my ability. You know what I mean? Because when I was coming up, I looked at rappers like superstars.
Right.
And then come to find out they're not even writing their own music.
Yeah.
It was heartbreaking, but yeah, dude, like just growing, just evolving as an artist, and like not putting my creativity in a box, being willing to like make different kind of songs, like whatever I feel, like whatever I'm going through, or whatever the beat tells me to do, so.
Yeah. Do you get a lot of feedback on particular songs, like more than others?
Yeah. Like sometimes it's not even the song that I like the most.
Right, it's something
like,
that
whoa,
just resonates with somebody. Yeah.
Like one of my because on Apple Music you get a star by the song.
Right.
So like on the Book of James there's this song Rock DSM, which is an acronym for Rock Marcy Don't Sue Me.
Okay.
Because I use the beat without permission.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Right. So yeah, dude, and that has a star on it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's getting hot.
Yeah, it's getting too hot.
Yeah. We got other songs on the project.
Right. Like one of my favorite songs on that project is I Just Want to Know You.
I love that song.
And I felt like it could be like a radio song, like
yeah.
I would like to go back and shoot visuals for my project, but who knows? We'll figure it out. It's just like I'm going forward.
Right.
But I love that song. I felt like that was me like trying, transitioning from like a certain type of thing I was making and really, getting to see what my creativity could do.
Right. I like the song you do with M. Dollar.
Yeah, Gonna Happen.
Yeah, Don't Happen.
He's a Mobile artist too.
Yeah.
Hey, Mobile, Marina Valley?
Yeah, he's from Mobile.
Oh, sweet. Hey, Kyle, you sent me a song, the first song you sent me. I listened to it.
Which one?
And you mentioned Ray J on the song.
Oh, like Ray J ain't for play. I'm trying to hit it first.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I just want to know, I just want to know you.
Yeah, that was the first song.
That's the one.
that was a cool song because I was telling my little bro last week went on the air and I didn't have earbuds and I was having problems talking on the air. So my cousin surprised me today with some Raycons. And then I was talking to my little brother. He's talking about going on the air. He told me about you, this artist. The first song I heard, you talk about Ray J. I'm like, oh, wow, this is like
first full
all
circle.
coming together like it was meant to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But another question I have for you was, when you were performing, did anyone approach you and critique you, like within the community?
Yeah.
Was there anything that resonated with you that, like, oh, maybe I should change that way? Or
when I was performing, they just said, well, it was something that was said, like that I haven't seen. What's a return on?
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's like I'm gonna say his name, Sincere.
Okay.
Right. He said, "Hey man, whenever you want to come through, you could do your thing. You just need practice."
Oh, okay.
Like y'all put you on a lineup, whatever you want to do,
Yeah.
And come to find out that wasn't so.
Oh. Okay.
But I guess I gotta start from the ground. Like at least they're giving me a chance to build that back up.
Right.
A trust or a love.
Yeah, these politics are so stupid.
Oh man.
James, I have a serious question.
Okay.
Tom McDonald, do you like how he's approaching music, being independent? Tom McDonald.
Tom McDonald.
Yeah, you heard of him?
I don't think I have.
Oh, you gotta check him out. He's like an independent rapper that's YouTube that is blowed up the billboards, but they won't recognize him because he's independent and he's making all the industry rappers look bad.
Right.
So I was wondering, do you like that approach better than going to the industry and letting them control you? Or, well, you don't really know this Tom McDonald, but if you check him out and hear his whole outlook on music, I think that's the best way to approach it now with the whole YouTube and the whole independent thing. Because he's making $30 million. He took his sister out of a nursing job, hired her as his merch, in charge of his merch. His girlfriend, she's also a rapper. Her name is Nova Rockefeller. She also does his videography. Like he does everything independently. He's making all this money without the industry, and they're hating on him. All his songs have made the top billboards on Spotify, iTunes, all this stuff, but they won't recognize him because he's independent.
Yeah.
And I want to know your opinion on that whole independent thing.
Like I said, my last interview, I feel like being a rap star, a signed rapper, the allure, it just isn't the same anymore.
It isn't.
It's not what it used to be. And you're pretty much like they're taking 80% of whatever you generate.
Right.
Right.
And I just feel like it's more fulfilling. It tastes better when I'm staying independent.
And there's so many more avenues you can go independently to make it. Like this, if you see this guy Tom McDonald, he's proven it could be done. He was nothing. He was a ex-drug addict, alcoholic. He got sober. He brought his family. He brought his father a Porsche. Like he's doing everything that no one ever thought he could do, and he didn't do it on a record label. He's doing it independently, and he's doing it like self-made with family, and everyone in his family is learning how to do everything.
Right.
Like his sister learning how to run the merch. He does all his own merch, and what he does is he releases singles on YouTube and stuff. But if you want to buy his album, he does it on a side paid thing through his website. So you get the album through his website,
and he gets the real money.
So he gets all the money.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was wondering if you're looking into something like that, and
that's
I think
kinda
that's
what
the best way to
Bandcamp
go
is.
with artists these days.
Yeah, that's kind of what Bandcamp is like. It's direct to consumer. Spotify don't get a cut. Whoever, Apple Music, they don't get a cut. But that's the thing. Like I'm gonna have it exclusively on there for about 10 days to 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Try to get some money that way. But
I think it's good to find the balance too.
Right.
Because you got to be well known enough and good enough for people to buy your stuff.
Right.
But at the same time, it's cool to have it on Spotify, Apple Music at the start because they push it out.
Right,
and,
right.
You know, everyone has it.
That's kind of like I'm kind of chained to that, you know, until I'm known enough.
Right.
You know, because the only difference between me and a lot of these poppin' artists is a team or, you know, just that known, because the ability, I wouldn't say I'm better than a lot well, I might say I'm better than a lot of these guys.
Yeah.
But
well, you got it.
You know, and it's not just people saying that, because there used to be the saying where, oh, you're supposed to feel like that. You shouldn't feel like you're the greatest if you aren't.
Right.
You know, that's delusion.
That's true too. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I feel
oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I feel your storytelling is going back to the roots of rap, and that's where this generation and the next generation needs to take it back to the roots.
Right, but they're doing what's popular, and they're being rewarded for what they're doing.
Yeah.
And popular only lasts for 2-3 years. You know,
it's been lasting a long time, feels like.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
It fades out.
You know, like you got these.
I mean, you've been around since the 80s, like I have. Like, I've seen stuff come in and go.
It just, they say no idea's original. You know, history repeats itself, and it's just a different thing.
Right.
You know? Like disco, and then we got trap. It's just a different disco, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm just trying to, you know, continue to do what I believe in, and that's like lyricism, and, you know, and I feel like lyricism is the highest form of hip-hop.
Right.
You know, the most powerful part of hip-hop. You know?
That's me too.
Yeah.
That's why I like Nas the most out of everyone, because he's so prolific with his rhymes.
Right.
And he comes from a jazz father. Like, it's just, that's where rap comes from, jazz and blues. That's where they originated from.
Right. And with Nas, like, he's not just one thing. He can make a Uchiwali.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Like
I love that song.
Yeah, he's a very versatile
or
guy.
Nostradamus.
Yeah, like, I know I can be what I want to be, like something for the kids. Like,
right.
People sleep on those kind of guys, you know?
But, yeah. No, this, as I was about to say, you know, these politics are just killing us.
Oh, man.
You know, especially local politics. I don't stand for it. It's not for the culture. You know, and, you know, I'm not going to say any names because they know who they are.
You don't have to. It's you know, what's understood don't got to be explained.
Right, exactly.
But the thing with these politics is it keeps people with no talent in high positions.
Right.
It gives people with no talent the ability to cut your water off.
Yeah. That's powerful. You know, like going back to like the 90s and even the early 2000s when people would rap and then people would out-rap them and now they're on top. You know, that competition was encouraged.
It's healthy.
It's healthy, it's encouraged.
That's how hip hop started, you know.
Right, exactly.
Now it's all a game.
But yeah, our time's
like
up,
Dillinger, Capone, Noriega.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Juvenile, Lil Wayne, still like one of my all-time favorites. He's just a master at rhyme scheme.
Right. All right, folks, that is it for tonight. We are here with James. Thank you, Rob, for filling in as my co-host.
No problem, man.
Everyone stay tuned for the Ferran Dozier show coming up. And happy Sunday, everyone.
Hey, every day can be a better day despite the challenge. All you gotta do is leave it better than you found it. It's gonna get difficult to stand, but hold your balance. I just say whatever, cause there is no way you're around it. Cause everyone falls down sometimes, but you just gotta know it'll all be fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, feeling good.
106.5 FM and KCAA 1050 AM.